That's which way you went, George. That's which way you went. Alright. I look like I'm asleep. Okay. Yeah. It's like a moment of silence there. Sorry about that. It's like I've said, my computer's been a little bit grumpy with me lately. I think I'm gonna hit it with the fan, duster later. But, yeah, it's not intentional that this is in segments like it is. Eventually, once I figure out how to collage things together, I'm gonna try to make this a lot more easy to digest. And hello, madam.
Incredible.
Hello.
A photo of an entity?
So she's not a shadow. You know, the bummer is that I was hoping to also visit Pierre, but I had hoped to gather some information on these ghosts as well. I have gotten a little bit more out of this, so maybe I can get the rest handled. Sometimes visiting with one ghost, and this is why you'll see me do this, is sometimes visiting with one ghost will end up leading to the other ghosts having some activity. Like that. Like them doing that right there. Again, to anybody who watches this and then it disconnects you or whatever because the live stream ends up abruptly cutting off, I do apologize for that. It's it's not intentional. Like I said, I'll eventually collage this stuff together, and then it'll make more sense. Of course, I'm not going to collage it all into one thing, just each section where it says continued, part 1, part 2. That way it's easier to digest down the line. And less of a, what is he talking about? Sadly, though, there might still be some areas that kind of happen off screen and then I have to explain them, but I'll do my best. I wonder, maybe I can cancel out the temperature thing being a false positive if I shut the door. That probably should have been something I thought about a lot sooner. Also, walk, don't run. I don't know why I go in the bathroom. Nothing ever happens in the bathroom. It's really a crapshoot of activity. I dump on it, but, well, you gotta get your crap taken care of. So, I thought I saw a shadow body thingy over there. I can just get a scrap of audio on this ghost, just so that I can get her on the record as existing, because I know she's here. Yeah, they did shorten the range of what you can actually get with this paramic, I notice. Oh, hey, Mom. I'm not sure if you're still in the audience, but I'm glad to have you on board. Sorry if I got a little little rushed with our conversation on the phone, and that is just trying to get this done. No, probably off to bed. Do need your rest, but yeah. Oh, you're still here. Yeah, that's awesome. Glad to talk with you. So, interesting thing about this ghost here, Mom, is, if I'm not mistaken, last name, get this, Novak. Rings a bell, right? I think you knew somebody with that last name once. Oh. And here comes the grieving ghost. I did want the audio, though. It's hard when she starts talking. But yeah, very tragic story as they all are. But this one in particular is a wartime story, if I remember right. Now, if you do need to go and you do need to rest, I absolutely understand, Mom. It's, probably a little bit exhausting watching those two. I did hear the ghost. Now, like I said, this one in particular is a little slippery to get your hands on. Took a spill. Oh no, you're alright, right? Now I'm concerned. Oh.
That's extraordinary audio.
You're off your leg right now, though, right? I hope so. Wait, was this Ghost Novak? I could be wrong. Hang on. Mary... my bad. There is a Novak ghost here, though, if I'm not mistaken. I'm just getting my information mixed up. Apologies. Don't mean to give any false information. I'm glad the audio is working. I was kind of concerned about it because in the last live streams I was doing, Conrad kind of sounded like when you're in a supermarket kind of a thing, swap meet, that's what I'm looking for. Kind of sounded like a swap meet. And that was kind of a bummer. I'm glad it's fixed. I had been concerned about that, and since I have the volume down on here, it's mostly just checking in on the video, and also wanting to keep up with what everybody's saying. Alright, just wanted to make sure I didn't miss anybody's comment. So if I'm ducking over here, that's what I'm doing, is I'm just
incredible.
Making sure that I'm not missing anything. Wow. That covers the ghost photo and audio. But yeah, she was working the radio during wartime, if I remember the story right. That much I can at least get correctly. It'll all flood back, though, after I've gathered enough information on this ghost. Wait. Oh, yeah, because the doorway, that's going to be a false positive. I'm not going to check on that one too much. So now this cheerleader over here, victim of the lipstick killer. That's going to be a can of worms on this one because lipstick killer wasn't exactly evil, turns out, from what I was able to piece together on the information. Don't know if that was while things were still live or if that was in the in-between, but yeah, it turns out he was possessed or claimed to have been possessed. I mean, they all claim something, right? I mean, but I think there's something to this guy's claim because Conrad Stevenson's, usually if somebody's mentioning possession, they're possessed. It's a bit of a delayed reaction there, but got lightheaded and fell down the garage steps. Oh, shh. It's a bit of a delayed thing on that. Well,
These temp readings are unusual.
that, like I said, that's concerning. You're at least sitting down, I hope. I know you had to go and take care of things. Just take care. I'm worried about you when that happens. Wish I'd have been there to stop you from falling. I'm gonna give her a call after this live stream. And for obvious reasons, I might have to tie this up here quickly. You know what? Yeah, I'm just gonna do that. I'll be back on the air after I check on her and make sure she's alright, because it's gonna bother me a bit too much. I'm gonna be too worried about her. So I hope you can forgive the brief absence. I will try to be back on the air and everything as soon as possible. And from that point, like I'd said prior, I will get to work on the other part of this, which is Pierre. But right now, due to some concerns pertaining a family member and wanting to make sure she's alright, I'm going to briefly cap this, but I will be back. As always, yeah, I know it's not a perfect investigation, but family first, right? Not a perfect investigation, but... Oh, you're back. I'm glad you're alright, right? I mean, you did say you were going to lie down. I was about to give you a call, actually. Hang on, I'll wait here. Please forgive the delay, everybody, but I just gotta check up on this, make sure she's alright. Back in a moment.